Hey, what's up guys, it is Slick or Slickmoth here, back again with another video, with a little bonus upload for the day. I want to talk about Solo. So Solo just came out, and I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan. Very, very much so into it as a kid. I had an entire table filled with like Star Wars Legos, watched all the movies a gazillion times. I'm a big Star Wars fan, okay? Not so much a fan of Disney's recent films. I saw The Force Awakens, liked it okay at the time. Thinking about it more in retrospect, don't like it as much. The Last Jedi, horrible. The film is well made objectively, but the ending was terrible, and I didn't like it as a Star Wars fan. Objectively, it's a well-made film, like I said, not a good Star Wars movie. And now Solo is out. They made Rogue One. Didn't really like Rogue One. A lot of people really like that film. I understand why. I think it relied way too much on nostalgia. It doesn't really contribute that much. Character's not that engaging, and it was way too long. I think the film could have been 30 minutes and did the same thing as it did in that film. Okay, so now we get to Solo, and I knew when Disney bought Star Wars that there was going to be a point where I was not excited for Star Wars movies because there's just an oversaturation of them. I knew this would happen. I did not expect it to happen as soon as it has happened, because I have literally no desire to see Solo at all. Literally none. In fact, I may not ever watch Solo. There is certainly... basically, what the Disney movies seem like to me... What Solo seems like is just like a corporate manufactured piece of entertainment to just print money. It doesn't really have any flair to it that I can see. There's nothing that's exciting me to see it. Even The Last Jedi, which I did not end up liking very much. Even The Last Jedi, when I went to go watch it, I was excited to see it. And there's things about it that are unpredictable. I'll at least give them that. Okay, but Solo's a prequel movie. There's nothing exciting about a prequel, because we know Solo's not going to die. So when there's moments where we think, oh, he might die, well, in the back here, like, well, no, he's not. And there's nothing interesting about a prequel, like how Han and Chewie met. Who cares? I don't know. Like, is this gonna make me go out and watch them? Was I like dying to see this? Now there are Star Wars Solo films, not Solo itself. You know, Star Wars standalone movies. Let's say that. That would be interesting in seeing, like an Obi-Wan movie, maybe. But even then, why are we doing prequels? Prequels are lame. We already know what happens. One prequel film that I would not mind seeing would be a Yoda prequel, because it would be something drastically different. This is like they bank on nostalgia. They bank on the Millennium Falcon and using the same ships in the same environment and emulating the prequels, and that's just boring. Or not the prequels, the originals. You know, what if we did a Yoda movie like 800 years in the past? That would be badass. I'd be down to see that. Like Yoda becoming a Jedi Master like a gazillion years ago, and seeing the Jedi Order almost 1,000 years ago. That would be cool. Obi-Wan, maybe in the period between 3 and 4, I would be down to see an Obi-Wan standalone movie. But then again, what interesting story can you tell? What else can you contribute? What's going to make me excited for the movie? And this is what people were like getting upset with me about, as I was like, I'm not excited for Solo. And I read an article on Comic Book Debate, which is a great site. And I happen to know, you know, the owners and a few of the people that write for them. But I read this article. It was like 5 reasons that you should be excited for Star Wars. Solo, a Star Wars story. And the reasons in this article were like, because it's gonna be awesome, and the director's really good, and Alden Ehrenreich is going to be really good. And it's like, these are reasons that a movie can be objectively good. I'm not saying that the writing is going to be bad. I'm not saying that Alden Ehrenreich is going to be bad. I'm not saying the director is bad. Although, like, 2 of those 3 things evidently are not that great in the movie. But anyway, I'm not saying that the film is going to be objectively poorly made. I think that I'm going to watch Solo, and I will walk out of the movie, and I will think that is entirely an acceptable film. It's good enough. There are moments that are decently funny. There are moments that are decently entertaining. It is a perfectly acceptable movie that I literally never want to see again, because it's not that interesting and it's not that exciting. You know a movie is good when after you see it, all you can think about is that movie. It's like you think about it that night and you just want to find somebody to talk to about it, to talk spoilers with. Because it captured your attention and there's a lot to talk about, frankly. There's a lot to spoil. And all the reviews are talking about, well, there's not really anything to spoil in this movie. Like, no shit, it's a prequel. Han Solo doesn't die. Lando doesn't die. They meet. They go on an adventure together. Like, boo, awesome. Okay? So it's like this funny action movie, and it's pointless. And in some ways, all entertainment is pointless. I've seen people say that. Like, it's not just Solo that's pointless. All movies are pointless. Okay, then, I mean, that's getting very philosophical. You could get into what's the purpose of life, Like, what? Why do we have anything? I don't know. I don't agree that all movies are pointless. I think that a prequel, in many ways, is pointless. Because it's not really going to contribute that much. And there's nothing to get me excited about it. There's nothing I really want to see about it. There's nothing I really wanted to see about Han Solo that's young. And people are like, let's get a Luke Skywalker prequel movie. And to all these people, I just want to like tweet them an image of Star Wars A New Hope, the box art. It's like, what do you mean you want to see a new Star Wars, a Luke Skywalker prequel? That's like when he's like, what? What are you talking about? That's called Star Wars Episode 4. That movie already exists. Han Solo was pretty young in A New Hope too. We didn't need to see this movie. So it's not that the movie doesn't add anything. It probably adds to the relationship with Lando and Chewie. I just don't care about it. There's nothing that's exciting me about it. There's nothing that wants me to go to the theater to see this movie. I know the general plot of the movie. It's like a heist movie, fun, Guardians of the Galaxy-esque Disney manufactured film. I'm sure there's a few surprises and Easter eggs and references. It's just yawn. I just don't care. And it's sad that I'm as big of a Star Wars fan as I am, and I'm already bored of, like I'm already bored of the Star Wars movies. Make a Clone Wars movie, and then have like a shit ton of Jedi and Sith, feature and show up, or do something interesting. Dear Lord, do a Clone Wars movie, but have it focus on, other Jedi that we haven't seen, or do something to contribute to the universe that's going to get us excited. I'm excited for Episode 9 just because I don't know what's going to happen. So that's exciting to some degree. But a movie, to get me excited, I have to feel like really unexpected things are going to happen, and I have to be craving it after. And this is a problem with Disney movies in general. Like, I saw Black Panther. I walked out of it. This was a perfectly acceptable, decent film. Will I ever watch it again? Not really. It's not that great. There's nothing that's really drawing me to it. There's nothing exceptional about it. There's no insane plot twists that are super surprising. You look at a lot of great movies. Think about The Dark Knight. Like, Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker. That's what brings me back. Does Black Panther have a villain like that? No. Does Solo, a Star Wars story, have a villain like that? No. I haven't even seen it, and I know it doesn't. Because I've just seen that it just doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, movies have to have that oomph behind them for me to really be excited to see them. BVS, I was super excited to see. Batman and Superman fighting on the big screen for the first time. Who's going to win? What's going to happen? Doomsday's going to show up. What's going to happen there? Wonder Woman's in the movie. All that kind of thing to excite me. Even Justice League. This is not just a Marvel. It's just not just a Disney thing. Justice League is, like, very much so a fairly predictable movie. The team gets together, they fight the bad guy, they win. Now, I think Justice League is better than Black Panther by a mile. But I don't know. A lot of people are not going to agree with that. I totally understand. Totally understand. A lot of people love Black Panther. But I don't know. Does this make sense? Like, does this commentary make sense? Okay, like, is anybody else just kind of apathetically indifferent? Like, if somebody were to come to me, like a friend, that was like, I really want to see Solo, I wouldn't be like, I don't want to see it. But I'm not rushing out to see it either, because I know it's not going to be anything exceptional. I know it's just going to be an average piece of entertainment that I ask why it exists. And you shouldn't ask, like, when you see a movie, why does this exist? When it's a part of a broader frame like this, when you're talking about a prequel. If you're going to have a prequel, you better add substantially to something and really get us excited. And ultimately, the bottom line is I'm not excited for the movie and I'm not going to see it. And it's disappointing because I'm a big Star Wars fan. And if Disney has already managed in just a few years after buying Lucasfilm to have me apathetically, indifferent, if not trepidatious, to watch a new Star Wars movie, you know they've really fucked up. Okay, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed the little bonus upload for the day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.